Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome, and if you're an original, welcome back. So today I decided to do a video for my mummies out there that are either expecting or maybe just on a gender reveal or just generally having a chat to my mums out there that have boys. I just thought today I would discuss like what it's like to be a boy mum. Also, if there are any of you out there that are like me and you're a girly girl and you really wanted a daughter, you wanted a mini me, you wanted to do like, you know, matching clothes and all of that, and then you find out you're having a boy and you're a little bit like, what? Some may even be quite sad or disappointed. That's a normal feeling, especially when you've kind of got your heart set on something or you just didn't expect to have the other sex at all. So don't feel too hard on yourself that you're feeling this way. I promise you, once the baby does come, you will feel like you will fall in love with them. And I know you might be thinking, yeah, I know it's my child, regardless I'm gonna love them, but I still would have preferred the sex that I wanted. But I promise you, like, I didn't even think I could have a boy. As stupid as that sounds, like all my family are full of girls, and then on my partner's side his family's like a bit of both. So I just thought, nah, like we're gonna definitely have a girl. Like, I mean, what are the odds? And in my family we've got one boy, which is my brother, and it took like generations after generations after generations to have that boy. So I just thought, and it was my mum's like fourth child, so I thought my first, like, nah, it's not gonna be a boy. So when I found out I was having a boy, I was a little bit like, oh. I was really like upset, I can't lie. But I'm just gonna explain like what it's like being a boy mum and what boys are like what, because I feel like people have this conception of what it's like to have a son or what boys are like, but actually in reality it's the complete opposite to what I actually thought. So what's quite good about me as well is that I have a little sister she's 7 months younger than my son. And honestly, I like look at the difference. Obviously that's just 2 children, I can't generalize, but from what I've experienced, like I thought girls would be like cuddly and love their mums, and I'm not saying they don't, but like little boys absolutely adore their mums. Like my son looks up to me like I am an absolute princess or queen, and like he's just very, very caring. And like I just didn't think little boys would be like that. I thought they'd be really rough and tumble, and I know there are some boys out there like that, but my son is just not like that. He's really, really chilled. Could just be because his dad's quite a chilled guy. But like honestly, my son is just really, really chilled. He loves a cuddle. Yeah, I couldn't have asked for like a better first child, if I'm honest, because I find he's just very, very, very chilled. Like I don't have much really bad to say about him. Like it's very, very chilled. Generally my son could be quite clingy to me. I can't make out if he's a mummy's boy or a daddy's boy. I can't really make it out. Maybe he's just a bit of both, but he has a different relationship that he has with me than he has with his dad. He is very, very protective of me. So like if another guy approaches me, it could just be to change my car wheel or whatever, and he just looks over like, who are you? And I'm like, oh, say hello, Hunter. And he's just looking at them like, who are you and what do you want with my mum? Like he'll come and stand right in front of me or right next to me with like the straightest face, like but he's very friendly other than that. So I know it's just like a protective kind of thing. Me and his dad sometimes will have like little arguments or like little disagreements, and if his dad's like, oh whatever, or like whatever, he will come and like be with me like, listen, this is my mum at the end of the day kind of thing. So I do find he can be quite protective of me. Something I find really, really cute is that, like, say if I get all dressed up and do my makeup and stuff, he'll go, oh mummy, like very, I would say compliment, but he doesn't actually say like, oh you're pretty or you're beautiful or whatever, but he always makes like a big deal, like look at my mum, like that's my mum. And I'm just like, oh thanks son. Like he loves to do them kind of things. He definitely does like to put a smile on my face, put it that way. One thing I will have to advise you mums out there, if you haven't had a son already, you're pregnant right now and you're about to have a son, or you've just had a baby and it's a boy, nappy changes is completely different to having a little girl. They can actually be right on your face. They like, it can go up like expect it. And wind, a little bit of wind can actually get it a bit going. So the best thing, like the thing I do is like I kind of open it, see if the wind does anything, and if I see it go a little bit hard, that's the trick. You see if it goes a little bit hard. If it goes a bit hard, they're probably gonna win. I just cover it back up, wait, and then I change him, because honestly they can wee on you, they can wee on anyone really. So just be aware that changing boys and girls, with boys you do have to be a bit quicker, because it's a bit dangerous out there. They go anywhere. Things that they like, I find a common thing that most boys like is like cars, trains, helicopter, anything really with wheels. Like from when he was like really young, whatever had wheels, he would always go and like spin the wheel. He absolutely loves like Paw Patrol. He likes Peppa Pig. I think when they're quite young, they kind of like anything. It doesn't really matter what they watch, but the older he's getting, I can see he likes a specific kind of thing. Like my sister will love Anna, like Frozen, and he will watch it maybe sometimes, but that's just not really him. So he'll more go and put his Paw Patrol on. But I will find Peppa Pig's quite good because it's quite unisex in a way, like boys like it and girls like it. And what's strange is that he likes Peppa Pig and she's obviously the girl. He doesn't care that much for George, and George is the boy. So I will say, yeah, I don't think they care that much, but they do have their like boy things like Marvels and stuff like that. Like they like their own little things, like a bit like girls, like they like their princessy kind of films. So yeah, I find little boys are quite slow, like a bit slower than girls. So when it comes to like walking, not with everybody, but girls are a bit more independent and want to do things for themselves, where boys are a bit more lazy. My son took forever to walk. Like he was taking steps at like 8 months, and I thought, oh my god, he's gonna walk by like 9-10 months, definitely before he's 1. He got to 1 and he still wouldn't take no more steps after that day, and I was like, what? But then when he did walk, which was like 14-15 months, I know, really late, he didn't really, like, you know how some people take like little steps, he just ran. So I knew he could have walked a long time ago. It's like it was a fear factor. Because I do find boys are a little bit slow at certain things, I start him off a little bit early. So like toilet training, I'm going to do a video on this because I feel like I wish I looked at some toilet training videos just like before I started toilet training him. But I find, because like I said, they're a bit slower, I started him a bit earlier. So I started him at like, I'd say maybe 1.5, like I think it was 1.5. And I'll be honest, they're as good at toilet training as you are. So if you're like good one day, then the next day you're like, oh, I've got stuff to do, can't bother, nappy on, let's go. They kind of are they take a bit longer, it delays their progress. Anyway, I'm waffling too much now. I'll do a separate video on this because it is just about boys, so yeah. All right, this is like the last one I'm gonna do. If you want me to do a part 2 on this, I definitely will. Just let me know in the comment section. But one thing, my last thing that I will say that I do think, what are you doing, is they have this big fascination with their with their down below. Like they keep touching it, and it's like, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep touching down there? And I'll say it to his dad and he's like, it's fine, it's just a guy thing. And I'm like, yeah, but like it's a bit uncomfortable. Yeah, he doesn't do as much as like I've seen a lot of other boys do it, but every time he does do it, which is here and there, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Like, I don't understand. Yeah, so I don't really get it, if I'm honest with you, but you know, it's a boy thing, we're just not going to get it. I think it's like their comfort, as strange as that sounds. You know, some of us may suck our thumbs, some of us may suck our tongues, they touch their bits. So that's one thing I will say with little boys. But generally, mums, like, if you are pregnant watching this, or you have just had a little boy and you're a bit like unsure, like honestly, it's a bond that I can't like even describe. It's just, I definitely was one of them mums that didn't even think I was gonna have a boy, and I just kept thinking, well, what do I do? Like, what is my place? And I don't know, but it is a really special bond, and I don't have nothing to compare it to in terms of, I don't have 2 kids, I don't have like a boy and a girl. That would be my dream now, to have a little girl next. But maybe if I do have another girl and a boy, and I can compare it. All I can compare it to now is my little sister. And what I will say definitely is my son is definitely the more affectionate one. She gives a cuddle, she gives a kiss, but he is definitely the more affectionate one. He's the one that like loves his mummy, wants to give his mummy a kiss, a cuddle, whereas she's just like, I'm good. Like if she's hurt herself, she'll want her mum, whereas he just generally just loves a cuddle with me. So yeah, it's quite nice. Like I forgot after a while I actually wanted a girl. It's only when I see my friends with their little girls, I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted a little girl, 2 little bows in their hair. But do you know what, I wouldn't change it now. And I know facts, like for a fact, that when you guys do have your little boy and you create that bond with them, you're not going to feel like disappointed, you're not going to feel sad, you're not going to feel like, oh, why, like all of these feelings will go away. And don't be too hard on yourself if you are feeling a little bit like sad or disheartened by it, because it's kind of normal. Like some mums don't actually mind, and they're just like, whatever I have, I don't mind. And it doesn't make you a bad mum, it doesn't make you a bad person to be a bit like gutted or a bit sad. I promise you, when they do come, it all changes. And let me know in the comment section if you did want a boy, and if you did want a girl and you had a boy, and how you feel now, or if you didn't really mind what the kind of bond you have, or if you can relate to anything I said. Let me know in the comment sections. I'm going to be doing a lot more mummy tips and mummy advice, what I've learned so far, videos, because I actually, one thing I do love is being a mum, and I do think one thing I bond with people over now is being like a mum. Like a lot of my friends are mums now, and I find mums just get mums. You know what I mean? Like it's like we just have this understanding. So I will be doing a lot more mummy videos. My lifestyle vlogs will still remain. I'm also going to be starting to do some like nighttime routine videos, hair routine videos, morning routine videos, just routine videos. And like a lot of people have asked me like, what do I do to, like, how do I do my makeup, what is my skincare routine? To be honest with you guys, I don't really have a skincare routine, but I am going to try and start to like create one of my own. So once I've kind of got it together, I will do a video on it. I just think my skin is naturally like this, but my face is not too bad, but my skin itself is actually quite bad. Like if you guys don't know, I actually suffer with keloids, so it's quite frustrating. But a lot of you have said, oh my god, I love your skin, like let me know what you use, and I really do appreciate your comments and your compliments. So don't forget to comment in the comment section down below what you want to see. It goes down in my comments. We have a little conversation, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you all. So don't be afraid, don't be shy. Like honestly, I do respond back, and we do have a little chit chat. But anyway, I don't want to waffle on too long. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, what are you doing for your life? Subscribe. It's just that red button in the, I don't know what corner, one of them, and it says subscribe. And if you want to be reminded when I do upload a video, just click on the notification bell, and it will alert you that I've uploaded. Anyway guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Bye guys. Could you be the one?